Hey guys, this is Neon, this is Clownfish Gaming, and this is more gaming news. We're going to talk about how Miles Morales is going to take over the Spider-Man video game franchise going forward, according to the developers of Spider-Man 2. So we'll talk about that because it seems like they're trying to follow the same trajectory as the original Ultimate Spider-Man comic books. And for those of you who don't know, in the Ultimate Spider-Man comic books, Peter Parker was Spider-Man up until I think it was issue 100, and then he died, and then Miles Morales came in and became the new Spider-Man. That being said, this is still going to irritate some people. There are a lot of people who don't feel that Miles Morales is actually Spider-Man, but that Miles Morales is Miles Morales. I mean, I like Miles Morales. I do. In certain media, I think the Spider-Verse movies were pretty good. I think he was pretty good in the original comic book run. That being said, he very much is his own character, and even the toys call him Miles Morales and not Spider-Man. And we've had a Miles Morales Spider-Man game on PlayStation, but we'll talk about this because this does seem to be part of a bigger plan for this franchise. And look, Spider-Man 2 is getting pretty mixed reviews from a lot of people, mostly people saying that the game is overly political. Some of the side quests are quote-unquote woke, and I don't think it's resonating as well with gamers as the original Spider-Man game did back on the PS4. I think that a lot of people are kind of like, this one's not so good, guys, not so good. So, and you may feel differently. That's fine. That's fine. You're allowed to like the game. We're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please give us a sub if you haven't done so already, guys. Let's see, we cover gaming news, we cover video game adjacent content, and we do a lot of gameplay videos. Check out our gameplay videos on the channel. We're going to be ramping that up. I saw the teaser for RoboCop, and I'm really thinking I want to play that on this channel. Like, I freaking love RoboCop. I would rather play RoboCop than play Spider-Man 2. Now, Squid King has played Spider-Man 2, and he's like, yeah, it's kind of meh. Again, that's his personal opinion. You're allowed to feel differently. But apparently Miles Morales is going to be Spider-Man going forward. This is coming from IGN. Spider-Man 2 developers say Miles Morales is the main Spider-Man from now on. The developers of PS5 exclusive Marvel's Spider-Man 2 have said that Miles is the main Spider-Man from now on, which has caused some fans to speculate about what Insomniac may do with the inevitable Spider-Man 3. It'll be the Miles Morales game. Well, I don't like some of these. That one's not too bad. What is this? This looks like a knockoff Power Ranger. I'm not into that. Gizmodo asked Insomniac narrative director Ben Arfman and advanced writer Brittany Morris about the ending of Spider-Man 2, which is a clear passing of the torch from Peter Parker to Miles. Here's how the conversation goes in game. Pete, I got this, all of it. Go be Peter Parker for a while. Are you sure? It's a big city. I can handle it as long as I can still call you for advice. You don't need it. So we always have these legacy characters giving affirmation to their replacements. And this is a thing that's been going on in comics now for at least 10 years. Now, Miles in Ultimate Spider-Man didn't really get that affirmation too much because Peter Parker was dead, and that's why he became Spider-Man. But, we got to make sure Peter Parker signs off on Miles being Spider-Man. In the interview, Gizmodo asks Arfman and Morris, you said earlier you basically knew right away you wanted playable Venom. Does that also apply to ending this game with Miles as the main Spider-Man from now on? Morris says, it's always felt very natural, and I think we all collectively thought it would happen. To me, it shows a great deal of evolution from Miles. At the beginning of the game, we see him struggling to figure out what he wants to do with his life. By the end, we had Miles carrying the burden of saving the city, and also carrying Pete when Pete wasn't strong enough to carry himself at various points. Does he cry in the shower in this one? Does Peter Parker cry in the shower like he did in the Spider-Verse movie? That's what's been so cool about writing a story about two Spider-Men. They're both strong, and one of them can be strong when the other is not. By the end, Miles is more confident, and he's like, yeah, I got this. How much worse can things get after what I just went through? Spider-Man fans are speculating about what Miles being the main Spider-Man means for the future. IGN has a comprehensive feature looking at how it sets up the sequel. There's a lot of talk about another Miles Morales spinoff. Insomniac has already spoken about the potential of a Venom spinoff. That would actually be kind of cool if it's done right. We know the developer's Wolverine game is set in the same universe as the Spider-Man games. That might also be cool. So IGN writer Jesse Schneiden Schneden. We assume this ending is setting the stage for a direct sequel to Spider-Man Miles Morales with Peter Parker's retirement, proving the justification for why Miles is the only hero in the spotlight. As for the inevitable Spider-Man 3, surely some new disaster will compel Peter to come out of retirement and suit up once again. They'll probably go Spider-Verse on it. Because this is what kind of irritates me about Spider-Man current year. And I like the Spider-Verse movies, right? But he's not a street level hero anymore. He's like one of many Spider-Men, and so many of the Peter Parker stories now, so many of the Miles stories involve multiverse hopping and like all these spider characters. And it was cooler, I thought, when it was just Spider-Man being the best Spider-Man he could be, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and fighting street level villains and dealing with his day-to-day life, than like, oh, now I gotta deal with the multiverse and like 50,000 variants of me, you know? The most shocking theory is that they're going to kill off Peter Parker in Spider-Man 3. I can totally see them doing that. It happened in the Ultimate comic books. I can absolutely positively see them just killing off Peter Parker. And this is on top of accusations of the game being quote-unquote woke, and Mary Jane getting an ugly makeover. She looks way older, way uglier than she used to. And we'll talk about that, and then we're going to talk about, you know, some people calling for other games featuring these younger Marvel heroes. So Level Up says, it's woke. Marvel Spider-Man 2 features inclusive language and sparks controversy. It's not just that. Some of the side quests, you know, like the graffiti side quest, and I guess I have to look into it more, but the one company that handled writing duties on this game, or some of the writing duties on this game, definitely has some political leanings, that tend to come out in most of their games. You know, and again, you are allowed to like this game. I'm not saying one way or the other. I haven't played it. Squid King's played it, and he said it was kind of meh. He said it was okay, and he loved the first two. He loved the Spider-Man game, he loved the Miles Morales game, but he's like, this one's just, he did not like it as much as those games. After a long wait, Spider-Man 2, the latest video game inspired by the web-slinging superhero, is now available worldwide, despite its positive reception by a portion of the community. Couldn't avoid criticism and has now already become embroiled in its first major controversy. In the midst of the official launch, fans discovered that the open world title features inclusive language, at least in the Latin American Spanish and Castilian dubs. Now, apparently, the Middle Eastern version of it is not very PC. That's my understanding. The Middle Eastern version of the Spider-Man game is not PC. It is not certain whether the original English version employs the same approach, but it seems that it does. For those who may be unfamiliar, inclusive language, as the name suggests, seeks to avoid discriminating or excluding any gender or identity during oral or written communication using a gender-neutral term. So in a recent viral clip, you can hear Harry Osborn referring to Dr. Young, and they said that the Latin American dub was woke. And they're not giving money to the woke mob. So again, I have not played the game. I've seen enough. I've heard enough about it to realize that yes, there are definitely some politics boiling to the surface. Now, there are games that I enjoy immensely that I know the politics of the developers, that it doesn't really affect my enjoyment of the game one way or the other. I think where I personally get tired of it is when we have politics inorganically shoehorned into a game, and it's not just part of the game. It, like, the politics takes center stage, right? The discussion, whatever the social issue is, the political issue is, it takes center stage, and it's like, okay, now I'm completely out of this game at this point. That being said, I don't think I'm going to be playing this one anyway, just because Squid King said it wasn't very good. So it's interesting. They're talking about 10 young Marvel heroes who deserve the Insomniac Miles Morales treatment. Characters that should get their own Miles Morales-centered game. And they've got Kamala Khan on here, and it's interesting because she basically was the star of the now canceled Square Enix Crystal Dynamics Avengers game, which did very, very bad. That game dragged down the entire company. But let's give Kamala Khan her own game. You know, let's give her own game. We'll have to see how the Marvels does. If the Marvels doesn't do very well, and a lot of people are saying the Marvels isn't going to do very well, I don't think they're really going to be rushing to put Kamala Khan into a lot of games going forward, between the Avengers game and the Marvels not doing well. But who knows? Who knows, guys? So there it is. It looks like Miles Morales is also Spider-Man going forward, at least in the games. And yeah, expect Peter Parker to die. I got this feeling that they'd totally do that. They'd totally do that. Just so Miles could be his own man and not Spider-Boy. I'm going to wrap this up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later. Thanks for watching. If you like this content and want to see more, please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. And check out more videos on the channel, including Let's Plays in art and animation videos here on Clownfish Gaming.
Now he's just tasty, delicious, rotten flesh meat, which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe's open and Brewster is eager to serve. I don't think this was in the show. Run, 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 run. Oh, you got splatted.
No. Wait,
oh, she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a...
Not girl boss at all. She is not a material girl.
She is not. Oh, it's Christmas time here in your mom. Nobody wants to join your mom.
What?
Like I can't even cook kid cuisine right. I would last about 2 minutes with Gordon Ramsay.
What? Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding from you.
Better.
Oh my God, you've got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him. Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica Pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should like really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. You can't run them carrying trash. You can get away with one F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap this effer up.
Yes.